Welcome. Good morning. How is everybody doing? This is the energy encouragement. How about like a wave, something to keep the arms? Good. All right, perfect. So the original agenda said that I would do reflections, and actually I think we'll just move from reflection to action. So what I've been getting a lot of feedback, which is great, that after the first panel with Sanda and Sharif, we kind of laid out the integration of Prime in the strategy. So I want to give you, and it's 4 quick slides, team, to give you a little bit more substance about what that means, because we've been talking about it. And at the end, there's a QR code. We're in the public comment period, if you will, in the UN Global Compact, where people are testing this out and giving ideas, and we've already made some changes. So this is the strategy that was referred to yesterday. This is the official documented strategy for the next 5 years till Agenda 2030 is complete for the compact. And we are involved in a way now that is the umbrella of the one global compact. So that expression now is strategically part of Prime and the compact. 2 faces, heads and tails of the same coin. So what does this actually mean? And I talked about Prime's homework being delivering, advancing the business case. There it is with the red arrow. Sorry for my red arrow, Cheyenne. It's not a spec. This is what we are supposed to deliver through rigorous evidence-based work that we've been doing forever. So here it is. Oh, it's like a moment. Just take pictures. Anyway, you're going to get the deck. You're going to get the deck emailed and on the Hoover platform. And so this is the distillation of reverse engineering the best cases, the best practices in responsible management, sustainable leadership, innovation in the compact companies, and interesting external landscape analysis, which is a corporate way of saying lit review or systematic review. So this is taking the best practices and also the grounded theory of the cases and developing this framework that will be the basis of how students, faculty can write up cases. You can convert cases that you have already. And this will also be the framework for the UN Global Compact participant companies. And hopefully it will be rolled out at the Leader Summit for UNGC during the UN General Assembly this fall. So, keep to my 3 minutes. We need as many comments. It should be a community platform. And so far, the dimensions have changed twice. So, and we've had, and Alex, we've had from the Prime Advisory Board Special Committee on Advancing the Business Case, there's been some very good feedback too. So that is where we're going with this. So that's the action. I would just request that you look at it. If you have something to say, do that, and we'll probably have another round. Okay, so thank you. It's moving along in a very fast direction. All right, so now, one of the other great pleasures I have, great honors, is to announce the location and the host of my birthday party. No. Actually, it is a birthday party. Who can tell me what's happening in 2027 that relates to Prime that's a celebration? 20 years of Prime next year at, I have to say it and push the button at the same time, Sunway University.
In the heart of Southeast Asia lies a destination where cultures connect, ideas flourish, and innovation thrives. A place built for collaboration. A place where global communities come together. In 2027, Sunway City Kuala Lumpur will welcome thought leaders, researchers, educators, and change makers from around the world. The world is gathering. And the conversation begins here. Welcoming the world to the Prime 2027 Global Forum.
Thank you so much. And on behalf of Sunway University and my whole team, thank you very much for trusting us with the Global Prime Forum in 2027. And what a year it is, right? 20 years of Prime, which also means 20 years of asking businesses to be more courageous in what they do. And to bring the anniversary to Kuala Lumpur is a great honor we will never take lightly. At Cornell last year, Andrew, fantastic job. And in AUC this year, Sheriff, a wonderful job. I have seen firsthand the standard of a Prime meeting that must be met. And my team and I will give everything to meet it. And to make you glad, you said yes to Sunway. So, where are we taking you? Malaysia, truly Asia, as we like to say. One country, many cultures, Malay, Chinese, Indian, and the many tribes of indigenous people. We speak many languages well, including English. Malaysia is also one of the most peaceful countries in the world and one of the easiest to visit. For most of you, no visa, just a smile at the airport. Right, and now who will host you? Sunway, all right? We began in 1974 on a tin mining wasteland, barren, abandoned ground. But what human engineering has destroyed is also what human engineering has rebuilt into one of Malaysia's first sustainable townships out there. From a scar on the earth to a living city. And for a forum for responsible management, I can think of no better place to begin. Here it is. Everything for the forum sits side by side. Your hotel, the venue, the campus, the hospital, and even a theme park, all within a short walk. Getting around couldn't be simpler. There are free shuttle buses. There are covered walkways that will keep you out of the sun and the rain. And more importantly, coming to Malaysia is easy on the budget because $1 gives you about 4 Malaysian ringgit. And a happy meal at McDonald's, for example, is about 10 Malaysian ringgit, which is about $2. All right? But I'm sure you would not want to be going to McDonald's when you come to Malaysia. What you'll be really looking out for is the local cuisines, the indigenous flavors. We have the Malay, the Chinese, Indian food, and many other indigenous flavors that you'll be most interested in. And behind the city, a purpose. Right? Sunway Education is owned by the Jeffrey Chow Foundation, where our profits that we make flow back into students' scholarships as well as faculty research. We teach at every stage, from international school, college, and the university is just 15 years young, founded in 2011. And already the results speak for itself. Sunway University is the #1 private university in ASEAN and among the world's leaders for sustainability. So we don't just choose responsibility, we try to live it. Here are some events that we have hosted. For years, the Planetary Health Annual Meeting was held at Harvard and Stanford. And when it first came to Asia, it came to Sunway with our health minister in the room. And that meeting, so interestingly, that meeting shaped our National Planetary Health Action Plan, which is the first of its kind in the world. So perhaps, David, something that we think about, whether can we have like a, Kuala Lumpur Manifesto, Kuala Lumpur Declaration that we can actually bring back to the UNGC and the United Nations and those kind of stuff. Yeah. We have also hosted the Times Higher Education Asia Summit, where they had the pleasure of the Queen of Malaysia and the Ministry of Higher Education in attendance. Our PLS SCM conference brought Christian Ringo, Marcus Sasted, the founders of Smart PLS, and our Sustainable Business Society conference brought 2 editors-in-chief to the stage, Gianpaolo Viglia of Psychology and Marketing and Gabriel Iwiji of Corporate Governance. And across all conferences, our students had a voice too, not just in the audience, but the program itself. Well, the editors panel in particular points to where Prime is heading. Prime now has 2 journals of its own, both with Emerald, the Artificial Intelligence and Responsible Management, and the Journal of Responsible Management, which we all learned more about yesterday. Editors are at the heart of this work, and many of us are already at Sunway. For example, I'm the editor-in-chief of Global Business and Organizational Excellence, and I also serve in various other journals, including the International Journal of Management Education, where most of our responsible management education research is being published. So in Kuala Lumpur, a strong editors panel is something that I would say we were able to promise that we'll be able to deliver. And closer to Prime's own heart are pedagogical workshops, climate literacy, I-5 trainings, and a refugee education program run by our students. And all of this that you have just seen lives inside Sunway Business School, accredited by AACSB, and built on 3 values we hold closely: integrity, humility, and excellence. One more thing, please bring your families. All right, bring your children to Sunway Lagoon, which is right beside your hotel and our campus, the conference venue. All right, there's a water park there, roller coaster rides, a fire show every night except Tuesdays, which thankfully isn't our conference day. And you're here in Cairo as well, right? So besides the great pyramids, in Sunway we also have a pyramid. Ours just comes with air conditioning and lots of shops in it, right? So a fair handover, I think. And here's our promise, all right? We won't do this alone. We will build it hand in hand with the Prime team in New York and the chapters in this room, convening students, educators, editors, industry professionals, senior government officials, and our friends across the various United Nations agencies around the questions that matter most. And as David reminded us yesterday, it is time to go beyond scratching the surface. And in Kuala Lumpur, that's exactly what we plan to do. Terima kasih, thank you, and we will all look forward to seeing you in Malaysia. Thank you.